welcome. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, and until end of July-ish, depending on how good my time management is, I've got the honour of taking you and the Malt Magic through on a short break. A seaside break, no less, in a town called Little Tregore, where something bad is bubbling beneath the surface, and it's something really bad, something worse than the mines closing, or them opening the new bypass down from Bideford. It's something worse than the perpetually bad weather, even. Something other. In Little Tregore, there's a storm brewing. But we'll come to that in a minute. First of all, we'll do some introductions. I'm Steve, and I'm going to be redefining enthusiastic shambles for you in the chair of the Keeper as we play some Call of Cthulhu. And our players and their characters, as long as they last, proving that you can never have too much trauma, I will allow to introduce themselves. So, Dave.
Hello, I am Dave, and I'm playing a gentleman called Tony Mills. How much information do we want to give away right now? Are we just going description?
Yeah. Tony Mills,
visual description.
I'm sure you're
Visual description. A fairly average man, 5'8"-ish, slenderish build, as in no particular meat on his bones. And he has got not unkempt, but just he doesn't do anything with his hair. It's sort of black short hair that he just doesn't do much with because he just needs to just get on with his day. He wears most of the time the uniform from his work, which you will find out, I'm sure, later. But he works within the village. He kind of, I guess, would know most people, but that could well be just by face and not by name. He's quite unassuming. You wouldn't really know him all too well, and probably would just pass him by. And I'm gonna leave as to his history until a lot later, I think.
Oh, building the suspense you tease. So I am Danny, and I'll be playing Larry Hughes. At first glance, a meek and mild, unassuming quite fellow, but if you look at just a little bit long enough, you'll see he's quite sneaky handsome. He's kind of got a 90s Hugh Grant if you mashed him with Tim Allen from Home Improvement, right? Put them two together.
That's the fucking weird combination.
Well, the reason I said Tim Allen from Home Improvement is that's the kind of aesthetic he's wearing. He's got the denim jacket overshirt, the Carhartts on, he's got the tool belt, tattered jeans and work boots, but he's also got the curtains and the speckled glasses a la Hugh Grant from the 90s. And I think I'll leave it there.
Thank you.
All
Just
the mystery
to quickly
tonight.
add in, my thinking from the character art you shared was he looked like the bookish uncle of Hanson.
Yeah. What Steve said, that's better than what I said.
Bop. Oh, very good. Shit, it's me. I didn't go first tonight. So yes, welcome to the chair, I think, Steve, and good luck. I am Matt. I am playing Henry Press tonight, who is a big, broad gentleman. He was once handsome in sort of a way that still shows a little bit, I guess, carrying a little bit of extra weight around the middle that definitely wasn't there 2 years ago. He sort of dresses, aren't we all? Dresses like he used to have, or dresses like someone who used to have somewhere to be. So still wears a blazer, an open neck shirt, and a pair of sort of scruffy jeans and some very, very beaten up shoes. But probably the biggest draw when you look at him is his eyes, which are dark, and he watches rooms very carefully, almost too carefully. And that's where I'll leave it.
Damn. Well, holy shit. Steve, what a fucking intro, dude. Holy shit. That was awesome. You crushed it. Matt, I'm taking notes. I don't know about you, but I'm taking notes after that one. That was great. Fucking awesome intro. I'm Bodhi. I'm playing Shen Flownder, a surgeon, not from around here, but has been living here as of late. He's got broad shoulders. He's a little bit short on the short end, but he likes to think to himself that he's probably about like 5'2.5" or so. He's got salt and pepper hair and a tweed suit, thick beard, that kind of energy. He's a stoic man, and yeah, I'm actually looking forward to playing something a little different to my usual run-of-the-mill goofathon energy.
So he's basically like a Twinkie Mr. Bean.
Think wider. Think like like
bits wider?
most door frames. Well.
So he's a chode. He's a chode.
Exactly. He's a chode of a man.
A human chode
Indeed.
is what you have just described.
He's wider than he is tall.
Indeed.
Amazing.
He is a wide man. Door frames lack the width to allow him through often. He's got them broad.
Sounds like a
shoulders.
Voltaire character. This is brilliant.
Well, you guys have already upped the horror ante somewhat anyway, so that's fantastic. Thank you.
We're just getting it all out now, Steve.
Yeah, we're getting the yay, this is fun playing new games, and now we're like, oh no.
Yes, well, in the process of writing all of this, I have come to the realisation that I am completely incapable of doing anything entirely seriously, but think with that. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll jump to a little bit of scene setting, and then we can have some character introductions in the flesh, as it were. So, as I said, it's early November in 1997, and we're somewhere near the North Devonshire-Cornwall border in Little Tregore. It's a nowhere town of a couple of thousand people, and it sits across this like long-defunct coastal road that got rendered irrelevant by the A39. It was once a proud hub of like mining and fishing industries going back thousands of years, the history in this region. But now Little Tregore's a soggy husk of its former glory. Like many such places, particularly around this time in the UK, it became a bit of an orphan town. There were few jobs, fewer prospects, and it became disconnected from the wider world. It was somewhere that hope dies and dreams fester. The mines that had once been the lifeblood of the local economy are long closed. The tourists seek prettier resorts. Recession hit really hard here, and it took the jobs. But after it took the jobs, it took the culture and the social life. The theatre closed, the cinema followed it. Not an awful lot new makes it into Little Tregore these days. Even like the nascent promise of the internet and the communication that could bring is still something that's kept inside a few beige boxes in the local library. So the town's become little more than like a historical footnote to a footnote. It's a name on a map. It's grubby, insular, forlorn. Nobody's mad enough to want to move there, but everybody who already lives there is too proud to move. So these days, the only things that Little Tregore are known for are its almost incessant bad weather. I do mean incessant and bad. It is always raining here. Little Tregore is always wet. Maybe sneaks into double-digit dry days each year. And the other thing is a famous mining disaster that happened in the early 1980s when they were decommissioning the old mines. And it's on that note that we are going to join the party on a grim, wet evening in November, gathered at a local pub. The Lighthouse Keeper's Respite, or the Respy as it's known to its regulars, just behind the high street, a little bit in towards the inland end of town, so it's sheltered a bit from the weather. It's made of dark stonework with those weird white painted sash windows that every single pub had in the 90s. And it's got a front bar area around the entrance, and then some steps that lead up to the back area where you've got the pool and the newfangled multi-changer CD jukebox, which is currently playing Wonderwall. It's run by the landlord, Barry Cameltoe, a man who could be anywhere between 45 and 60. I did warn you.
Look at that! The balls of it.
Hold up. Oh.
Heir to the Cameltoe family fortune.
How the fuck are we going to play people who are just going to be normal in this town? Oh.
All right, Baz.
All right, you'll get a chance to chat. He's got permanently scruffy stubble and a nose you could ski down. He's generally what's considered to be a little bit of a character. So anyway, you're clustered around one of the tables towards the back of the pub, just before this week's book club meeting. It's being held on this occasion at the house of the only other member who's not present, the locally much loved widow, and kind of like a bit of a grand to all the town type figure, Margaret Barron. You're due at her house 7 p.m. sharp. It's just down the road, so it's only a minute's walk, and it's currently 6:40. So whose round is it?
Shotgun nut.
I was going to say that I will have bought the first round because the job that I have it keeps me up really early in the morning, and therefore I usually try and buy the first round because I usually then fuck off before anyone else does. So I'll have bought one already.
Henry will take his wallet out and sort of look in it and then look a little bit sheepishly around. Shen, you alright getting this one?
Shen just scoots his stool out from under the table, waddles on over, and hops up onto one of the bar stools, and looks across at his at a local character in Barry, and is like more of whatever they were drinking, and I'll have a cranberry juice again.
And pork scratchings.
Right. Right.
Oh, and asking for the pool. Oh, I want to play a game of snooker if we got time.
Snooker's broke. Pool table's on though. Anyway, Jen. Same again, right? With cranberry juice. I think you've still got one of them. You know the rules though. First up, question of the day. Baths or showers?
You know, I've never been a fan of this question time that you always put me through when I come to get a drink from you. You know, I drink here all the time, and you would have thought you would have run out of questions, but somehow you keep coming up with new ones every time we talk.
I'm a curious man.
I think that means he's a wet wipe kind of guy.
Showers? No. Yep, very wise. He goes about and starts pouring you drinks and chats as he does so. I heard about a man up near Bodmin once. He liked his baths. Fell asleep in one day. Weather outside turned, floodwaters rose. Plug popped out. He was fast asleep, going all pruny. Didn't know that the pressure had changed. Kept rising, sleeping soundly. And then suddenly the council decided to open one of them sluice gates that lets the storm waters out. Pressure dropped. Water rushed out of the bath. Well, you see, did you say that was a cranberry juice?
Yep, a cranberry juice.
Right, yeah, got it. Anyway, sudden drops in pressure like that aren't no good for the human form, especially when it's all wrinkled up and soft from hours in the tub. He woke up screaming as his skin was pulled off him all in one go, like that trick where they remove a tablecloth really fast, you know? Anyway, you want to be careful in baths. No place for sleeping. That'll be £6. Enjoy.
I'm going to be honest, Barry. You need to read more books. And I'm going to grab the drinks and slide £6, 6 squids across the table. Pound coins back at,
I was going to say, it's got to be pound coins.
Yeah, pound coins over.
£5 and 250p's.
Yeah, exactly.
While you're collecting the
slide
drinks,
that over and then come on over with the drinks.
I'll have floated Henry a tenner under the table, noticing he hasn't got enough for the next round, so I just discreetly, it's something I do on the regular for him.
Tony doesn't really notice because he's reading through one of the pamphlets.
Cool.
Henry gives sort of Larry a nod and just really ashamedly tucks it into his wallet.
Mm-hmm. Now, sailing over Shen's head as he just about arrives at the table is a bag of pork scratching left on the bar. That Barry's just fucking hoofed across it.
Yeah.
Hey, you going to Margaret's? What time we got to be there? It's about time we got to go, innit?
Oh,
said 7.
Yeah, better have this and then.
They make these swift ones.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I've got a book I need to return.
I will pour my cranberry juice into a flask that I carry, and seal it up. I definitely don't want to be late. I'm really enjoying the current book we're reading. I'm not sure about any of you, but it's I don't know, a great choice from Margaret. Very insightful choice.
I think I'm just happy. I don't even care what book we're reading, to be honest. I'm just happy to keep her company.
It's nice to be a bit social.
Yeah.
Are you you struggling with the friends at the moment, Henry? A couple quiet days.
Far too many. Far too many.
Yeah. Don't we know it? Well, Margaret's then.
Hang on.
As I've just downed my Tetleys. Bitter.
So, yeah, you quickly grab the last kind of scrabbly handfuls of the pork scratchings, finish your drinks, head out to a cheery later, lads, from Barry.
Cheers, it's Margaret.
Oh, shit, I forgot. Margaret asked me to get a bottle of Chardonnay to bring.
Why did she ask you to get that?
Because I'm one of her closest friends, I think. Well, I helped her husband a lot before he died. You know, odd jobs around the house, handyman type. He used to help me move scrap and sell scrap. So, yeah, I kind of I'm just a friend, really. I do odd jobs around the house for every now and again.
No, just wondering. I've got an umbrella ready for you, Larry, when you come outside. And I'll
So you can poke me in the eye with it.
Cool. So you, I imagine a little bit of haggling and get Barry down to the princely sum of £4.80 for a bottle of Chardonnay. You assume that this is not a big wine drinking town, so this might have been like there when they built the pub.
Red
So it's
or
gonna be
Red
white.
or white?
absolutely grim. Yeah,
It is definitely the house wine.
Yeah, the question is house, and if they say, do you have anything else, the answer is no.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyway, so
If you want something else, you can go down to the local corner shop and get you some Lambrini.
God damn it. That's so real, Dave. I actually can't even tell you.
Yeah.
Well, again, we're plumbing depths I wasn't sure we were going to get to if we're talking about Lambrini. I had a friend who was an actual alcoholic, and he described Lambrini as tramp's piss with lumps in it, and I wouldn't drink it if I was dying. So,
You can tell that to all the fucking teenagers in the south of England.
They used that in the advertising.
I was going to say, shout out to
You
Lambrini.
step outside, and as you're walking down, on the wall of the corner shop, there's a Lambrini advert saying, tramp's piss, bits in it. Wouldn't drink it if I was dying.
That's
Just
new.
on one of
Very
those
good.
wooden advertising boards. Margaret's house isn't very far, so you get there very quickly. It's you're pissing it down, but by your personal expectations of pissing it down, it's like only a bit.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, so Tony's in a standard jacket, his work jacket, that again is perfectly waterproof, and he's very, very used to this. No hat, no nothing. He just gets wet. Hence, doesn't do anything with his hair. Fuck it, why not?
I've got one of those classic yellow anoraks like the kids from It.
So
I've pulled my
rain in
blazer tighter.
Tregore is like snow to Eskimos or Inuits. Sorry, I haven't done my sensitivity training. It's just there all the time. Nobody really cares. It's particularly bad, and nearly everybody in town burns in about 3 seconds if the sun comes out. So you're kind of heading down. Margaret's house itself is like this unremarkable mid-terrace. It's got a very tidy small front garden that's mostly kind of paved over, with some little window boxes. You can imagine if the weather wasn't as shit, it'd probably have flowers spilling out over them, but instead it's used as a herb garden with someone with shit hips. Is it a convenient height? As you approach, the living room lights on, the curtains are drawn. Her hearing isn't what it once was, so you've been told the door will be on the latch and you can just come in. So you crunch your way up the gravel path, and over to you.
I'll push the door open. Margaret! Margaret!
Yeah, no, nothing, but there's nobody in the front room. It's not a large room. You can see pretty much all of it from standing at the front door. One of those terraces where you've got like the entrance area is like literally step through into the hallway, and then you've got some stairs going up the back of one corner, and then there's a kitchen out the back. There's a few chairs. Obviously her armchair, a coffee table. And off in one corner, kind of pushed up against the wall, is a dining room with 4 straight back chairs, but it's like put away. Obviously signs of life in terms of there's stuff around. She's clearly been there. She's clearly in. The door's unlocked, but no sign of her.
I hope she's got the ginger nut biscuits. I love it when she brings them out.
Did she say what room she was meeting us in? Or which one we meant to head to?
We don't usually do it upstairs, do we? Maybe she's just using the ladies' room?
Somebody got that phone?
Is that for us?
That actually happened on stream. I thought that was happening out in real life in the background somewhere.
Actually happened on stream. Tony also just gets the book out that he meant to return to her, and on it you see it says "Means of Transport that Changed the World," and it's got a little the VW camper on the front. He just pops it down. Presumably, what, a dining table or something. So just pops it down there.
Yeah.
That desk in the hallway, which has the notebook and the phone.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just pops it down there. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go check upstairs. Does someone want to answer that phone? And Shen will
Margaret.
kind of.
Margaret's phone was kind of rude, but
sure. I don't mind. Hello, Margaret's house. Larry speaking.
So as you pick it up, it stops ringing.
Oh. No one there.
Cool.
I'll head
So
up.
Shen,
I'll head upstairs, keep her.
Yeah, you're heading up. Okay, so again, kind of those who aren't familiar with UK terraced houses, these older houses have really steep, narrow stairways. So you're particularly with how broad you are, you're kind of like, right, okay, I can. So you're not unable to move up them, but it's you're brushing each wall. And you get to the top, and there's kind of a turn left, and off to one side over the front of the house, there's the bedroom, and off to the right, there's the bathroom. Bedroom door is closed, bathroom door is somewhat open.
So I just love the fact that because it's a terraced house, and anyone in England immediately knows exactly how you describe that, and like they've just walked through one. I'd love it.
Yeah.
Dude, literally all of Steve's description tonight has been like so UK coded. When he was describing the town, I was like, dude, no one in America fucking knows any of this. I was like, this is so
I mean, for one,
funny.
we walked from the pub to where we were going. I mean, that's step one of doesn't understand.
Exactly. So, Steve, because Shen has actually not only frequented this house with the book club, but also comes at other times, he will naturally kind of walk past the bathroom, kind of peer a little bit inwards, and then as he gets closer to the bedroom door, be like, Maggie? Maggie,
so
are you there?
You go to say that and then do a double take and look back into the bathroom, where on the floor, somewhat face down, is Margaret.
I think at this point, Shen kind of turns off. His natural human part of him switches off. Through years of practice of doing this, he removes the emotion element almost straight away and puts himself in a position to be as successful as necessary. He's gonna bust the door open while shouting downstairs, "We've got a problem, guys!" And he's gonna go over and like knee slide to like over to Margaret and be like, Maggie, are you okay? And I'll start checking for pulse. I'll check pulse first.
Okay, make medicine.
Let's roll of the night.
Not like make a medicine.
Make a medicine.
Make a medicine.
It's where Ozempic came from. Was
Make
actually on
Calpol.
screen. Someone just went, make a medicine, and they were like, okay, something that makes people thin. Can't believe no one's thought of it before.
So I assume I'm rolling at whatever it's called.
You get a bonus dice for this, yeah.
Oh, I
Then
get
we'll
a
definitely
bonus
get a bonus dice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
An extra tens dice, I believe.
Add a
isn't it?
D10 and pick the lower one from the two, yeah.
So that's a 37. Below
37.
61.
Nice.
Cool. Okay, so you go straight over. I mean, you know before your hand makes contact with her wrist that you're not going to find a pulse. And there are two primary reasons for that. One, it's just that gut sense. You've been in these situations too many times, and none of those subtle, indistinct signs of life that most people wouldn't even recognize, but that your eye is trained to spot, they're not there. And you can tell that. The other reason is the way that she's fallen looks a bit off. And as you grab her wrist to take her pulse, her arm feels a bit off as well. Like, almost rubbery. Not the skin, not the texture of rubber, like the flexibility of rubber.
Cool. I will instantly know that she is, passed away. I think internally, Shen's inner monologue is screaming. It's just pure screams of pain and hurt and anger. And how could he not see this coming? Surely he should have been, if he'd just not gone and got that last cranberry juice, maybe he could have been, he's in his head, he's screaming. But I'm then gonna just try and check the rest of her and see whether that rubberiness is consistent across her body.
Okay.
While continuing to shout for the guys, being like,
guys, made my way
we need to
upstairs
call
at this
someone.
Point.
I think
What's going on, Shen? Go on, Keeper.
I was going to say, I think given the 37 on the medicine check, I think it probably allowed that to cover the rest of the checks as well. Consistent is not necessarily the right word, but it's not localized solely to her wrist.
Okay.
So I would say, just on the off chance, checking for any other signs of life, you check her neck. Her jawbone feels almost more like it's made of cartilage.
I'm gonna look up at Henry as he comes to the door, and I'm gonna be like, something really bad happened. I don't know what happened, but she's not with us. Book club's not happening tonight.
Larry?
Oh, she's not got stuck on the toilet again, has she?
Larry, we need to call an ambulance.
Tony's straight there to the telephone. Then hearing Henry, will dial 999, and
I've got super glue if she's bleeding.
No, there seems to be no immediate trauma.
And then I'll get to the bathroom door and be like, oh, Nana Margaret, what have you done? What's happened? Dr. Shem, what's happened?
I honestly haven't seen anything that would constitute. I mean, I don't see any, and I'll rotate her head. There seems to be no blunt force trauma anywhere.
As you do that,
don't do it.
You notice a very small, maybe 1 centimetre. I wouldn't necessarily call it an incision, but it's a fairly clean cut just under the jawline, kind of back here, on the other side of her head that had been kind of out of sight.
Rested on. Yeah. Oh, wait. What's this? And as I say that, I'll make room for Henry and Larry to come and peek if they want to come and peek at the cut with me.
I mean, I'm not a medical professional or anything like that, but shouldn't there be blood if there's a hole in her neck?
Yes, this would have gone straight through her jugular.
Why are I'm not a medical expert either, but I'm pretty sure bones shouldn't move that way.
Why is she floppy?
Yeah.
Ain't dead people supposed to get stiff?
Really loose.
Yeah. I am a medical professional and I have no idea what is going on here. Larry, do you know what kind of implement could produce this kind of cut? I mean, it's very clean, so it could be a scalpel, but I checked at the local hardware store the other day, and they had nothing of the sort in. I've been trying to procure myself a new scalpel for a while now, and
guys! I called the police. The ambulance. They're on their way. Is she all right? Oh, good lord!
No, it's more of a coroner situation, I think.
Oh, bleeding heck!
Can I? Right. Look around the room very quickly to see if there's anything in the room.
You can. Spot hidden roll, please.
Tony goes back downstairs and calls again for the police as well.
Yeah. And then I'll do a check on the wound to see if it matches any tools I know about afterwards.
That is a 90, and I have a score of 55, so that is a failure. But do you know what?
You're going to push it already?
I'm going to push it already.
Push it real good,
if I can, please keep it.
Yeah,
push
you can.
it. Okay. Push it real good. You got to describe what you do differently, haven't you? RP-wise.
I actually this time push through the room and start looking around. My dark eyes are flitting around, looking at the sink, looking at the bath itself, looking for like things like razor blades, anything around that might have made that cut or might reason why. And that was a 19, which I believe for me is a hard success.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
While Matt's doing that, I will rip out. I have a pair of just like backup gloves that are in my medical bag. I will rip out the medical gloves and kind of wave them at Henry and be like, "Put these on before you touch anything. We can't contaminate this area."
They're a bit small. As I try to put them on my very, very chubby fingers.
All right, O.J. Simpson.
You know when you try and put rubber gloves on and they're just hanging off the ends? It's that sort of thing. I'm having to lobster claw anything.
Yeah, your bottom half of your palm is just completely out. It's just like, the fuck? It's completely pointless. Tony walks back up, runs back up, and you know, he's a bit out of breath. He's run downstairs, run back upstairs. I call the police as well. What are you doing? Don't touch anything. No.
Just trying to see what's in here.
Fucking police are coming and you've just touched stuff.
He's all right. He's got gloves on. Can I check the wound? And I'm thinking the only tools I really know of are woodwork tools. So I would like to use my art craft woodworking knowledge.
Okay. You roll that and we'll resolve Henry's looking around while you're doing so.
Thank you very much.
So, with a 19, you... there's nothing in here that looks like a kind of dangerous implement. There's no sign of, unsurprisingly, bullet holes or anything else like that. But while you're looking around, the one thing that you do notice is that Margaret's kind of like, let's call it offhand, the side that hasn't been checked, is kind of splayed out uncomfortably behind her. And near where her hand is, almost near her fingertips, there appears to be something scratched into the wooden floorboards of the bathroom. Through that kind of like, you know, that greasy, waxy patina old floorboards get. And it's kind of like scratched into that. It's indistinct. No, it's not indistinct. It's probably incomplete, but fairly clear. And what you see, it looks like a kind of not quite parallel lines, kind of like coming, sort of heading towards each other, and then at the broader end, they're like bisected by what looks like a wiggly line. And as you're there, on a 19, I think you would probably also spot the fact that she does appear to have some of that varnish under one of her fingernails.
She scratched. Why would you scratch that into the floorboards? These two lines and was that squiggle? Is it meant to be an A on the side or?
Is that like the hash key on the telephone?
Well, it's missing a line, but and one's wiggly.
As a scientist, Keeper, would I, as someone who has studied science, is this any sort of like wavelength anything or anything like that? The police are calling, Tony. Will you answer the phone?
I'll go.
No, but I think definitely with you examining it as well, you get the impression that she was not finished. This is the start of something that she wanted to convey in a more full form.
I have an idea. Stay with the body, Larry. See if you can work out what that cut's from. And I'm gonna go back into the hallway and start heading towards the bedroom.
No. I think she's dead. And no, look. We're trying to revive her. We touched a lot of stuff in there. Just bring someone quickly.
We touched a lot of stuff. Fuck's sake! God damn it.
He's panicking, right?
So Tony is. You're told that they're going to be about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Larry, you were wanting to inspect the wound and try and work out whether... Yeah.
And I absolutely nailed the roll. I also got a 19, which is below half.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic.
Success.
So it doesn't match any particular tool that you're familiar with, but with your background and interests, you're aware that over the years, different materials and objects have been used for different types of craft and construction. You don't know what this would have been, but it doesn't have the signs of like a hard-edged entry. It doesn't look like a stab from like a screwdriver or a knife or anything like that. It looks more like it was done with something that was pliant.
They've used a spork.
And that's about all.
Yeah, I don't think I can be much help here trying to figure out what went in her. Just a random. I can't. But maybe that symbol is in one of her books, or the start of it anyway.
Well, I was going to ask this question, Keeper, because Henry, the books he chose, the books that he got from the library, are a little bit on the weird side. Would I recognize a symbol? I am begging, pleading, and borrowing to see if I can make an occult roll, please.
Oh,
yeah, you can.
I'm gonna do something with a book as well here in a minute, so I'll follow after Matt.
I got.
Come on.
Shit. I got a 60 on that. And I'm not going to push that one. I thought it was a 9 to begin with. It's not.
No, nothing recognisable. Did someone say they were heading to the bedroom a minute ago?
Yes.
Shen.
So, as I kind of enter the hallway, that like stoic resolve of a medical professional kind of leaves Shen in like that cold adrenaline dump kind of way, and he's gonna kind of like stagger and like place his hand on the wall and almost like knock a picture frame off of the wall as he like gets dizzy for a moment and just begins kind of like crying as he's walking towards the door. And I'm going to open the door with the intention of going in and finding Maggie's diary that I know she keeps under her mattress on the side of the bed that she sleeps on.
Okay. Yeah. It's there. The last few entries are relatively mundane. There was a couple of days ago she referenced meeting a very well-dressed gentleman. And yesterday's entry was that she had been to see her solicitors. And there was nothing in there for today. However, on the wall by the bed, as you kind of stand up from that, you would immediately make eye contact with her calendar, which, if you'll all make your way to Owlbear Rodeo...
Oh, it's definitely a Cliff Richards calendar, isn't it?
It's actually lace.
Doilies of the world. Fucking hell.
That's fucking brilliant.
So you probably want to zoom in on that, because I can't work out how to make the fucking thing bigger. Hang on. There we go.
Oh,
shit,
as I did it. Oh god, too much zoom.
Book clubs
5th of November.
So you see this. It is Wednesday the 5th of November, hence book club.
I'll kind of run my finger along and then be like, church, forget that, that's for losers. And then get to the 13th and just be like, see page 181. Larry, when did you get in here? You scared the shit out of me.
The sound of gas escaping a corpse.
The last breath. I will. So with that kind of C page 181.
It actually says CJB exclamation mark.
Oh. Fuck. Oh god, my bad. My B. JB. Okay. JB. I'll walk back into the hallway as Tony's kind of coming back up the stairs, and I'll be like, "Do we have a JB in this godforsaken rain dump?"
What check would we need to make to see if anyone knew that?
Oh, ask me these difficult questions. How am I supposed to know? I mean, arguably history, but to be honest, I'd probably also just allow intelligence, because that seems to cover like just remembering basic things that you might know.
Yeah, I'd do an intelligence one if I can, please.
I'll do a history one. As a handyman for the town, I know quite a few of the townsfolk, to be fair.
Actually, I think Larry would have advantage on this, or a bonus dice.
So yeah, a 55 out of 45, so I fail my intelligence.
I got a 52, which is actually below my 70.
Cool. So Larry, you would know from various conversations, the only initials that you can make sense of this maybe referencing in this context would be Margaret's late husband, John Barron.
Do you know what's odd?
He's dead.
What's really weird is I'm racking my brain about everyone in the town, and the only JB I know was her husband. I used to sign everything JB.
Yeah,
when he paid me by check.
No, I can't remember. All the milk runs I do, I can't think of anyone with those initials.
Why? Unless she's like visiting his grave or something.
Does he have a grave in town? She never spoke of him much with me. Never seemed like the time really when we were together.
Oh, that's odd. We talked about him all the time. Reminiscing.
Right, you've got probably another couple of minutes until the police are here. Is there anything else you want to do before you have company, or are you content to wait?
Tony would probably find the sherry and or brandy, and would probably be pouring a couple out, because this has all been quite a shaky situation and we need to calm all of our nerves. So we'd probably find that and wander up to the others and be like a little bit shaky, and probably be like, guys, calm your nerves. And we'd just pass around a couple of the brandy glasses.
What I found odd is, if it was just following my own theory through a little bit there, if she was going to see JB and it's in his grave, wouldn't you combine that with church? If you're already at the church, wouldn't you go see him at the church? Unless he's buried or cremated somewhere else. I don't really know.
That's a really good point. I mean, I guess you would just go after the service, wouldn't you?
Yeah. And what is Solicitor's Ham?
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
I've absolutely smashed it on the phone here.
Right, can Tony, now he's calmed down a little bit, can he go and look for some paperwork from the solicitors, maybe on a writing desk? Could be maybe in the dining room?
Yeah, you can have a poke around.
Yeah?
Yep. So make me a spot hidden.
36, which is under my 50.
Cool. Okay. So you don't find any paperwork for the solicitors, but there are some items on the table. One of them is a stack of the next book that she had planned for everyone to read as part of the book club. There is a phone book, and there is underneath the other books, what appears to be a reason. It's well kept, but obviously been read a number of times. A book called Maps and Magic: A Geographic History of the Occult. Author unknown.
100% she picks that up. He picks that up.
Cool.
Yeah, 100% grabs that. Is that something that is it like hardback, softback? Can he like roll it up, put it in his pocket?
Softback, yeah.
Yeah. So probably does that, the roll and shove.
Mm-hmm.
He's never really done that with any book of hers or the library or anything else like that. But does just grab it for later.
Cool. Okay.
Before the police arrive, I will kind of gather myself a little bit, and while Tony is kind of busy downstairs dealing with the occult book and Larry's having a quick bevy, I'm gonna go to the the bedside table on the other side of the bed from where I found her diary, and in there I'm going to remove my own items that I keep there and put them on my person.
Why the fuck do you have stuff here?
Well,
does she let you stay here after book club sometimes if you're too drunk?
ah! Oh my god, you are sneaky for a carpenter.
I don't know why I got steel two cap boots on. Are you going deaf like Margaret?
Hey,
you got a nice roll on your foot there. Who said I stay here? I was simply checking this drawer here to see if there's any further evidence.
Is that the door?
Sounds like the cops.
Yes.
I'll get it.
Tony's halfway there, but obviously Larry, you can run past, and that's absolutely fine.
I thought you've done all the answering. I thought I'll give you a rest.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm there and I look up, and then obviously you run past.
Hello.
Hello there, sir. We've had some reports that there's been an unfortunate event here.
Yeah, unfortunately, old dear Margaret appears to be dead in the bathroom. We can't find no pulse or anything like that.
Right, well, we're going to come in and we'll have a bit of a check around. Like, you lot stand around for a minute. The ambulance will be here soon, don't worry.
Okay, just so you know, we had a look around and we couldn't see any signs of any struggle or anything like that. We've seen detective shows, you see, so we thought we'd have a little look, see if we could be helpful. I'll get out your way now.
He looks at you and just mouths, "You've seen detective shows." Okay. Right, well, we'll do what we can. Gentlemen, can just stand around for a minute, please? That'll be fine. We won't keep you long, but we do have to ask you a few questions.
Is there a chance that Tony knows each of these constables, perchance, even if it was the fact that on his rounds? So not well, just literally by name, maybe.
So you would recognise the guy who's been speaking as Constable Richard Lover.
Yeah.
Dick to his friends.
Do you know what? I'm 100% going to do that. As he walks past and just like, evening, Dick.
He doesn't even
because he's a detective as well.
Evening, Tony. And kind of heads on upstairs with his partner.
Detective Dick. Good evening. The body's in here, and I'll kind of gesture to the bathroom as they get to the top of the stairs.
Kind of looks round the corner. Oh, nasty business. We'll leave that for the paras. They know what they're doing in there. Look, lads, you're in the house of a dead lady, which would usually be a pretty big problem, but, you know, she's 78. People don't tend to, you know, fall over for suspicious reasons at this age. So if you just let us know what you found, we can do the rest of this down the station tomorrow morning, probably. Come in, we'll do the questions proper rather than keeping you around, you know, get you out from under our feet.
Will we have to submit documentation or things like that at the police station? I'd prefer to just get the questions over and done with here, if we can do. I have a busy day tomorrow, see, and I'm busy.
Well, I mean, it should only take a few hours. Usually quicker if you just come along and we'll, you know, book you in, and we have to go through all of the I am who I am, and you understand you're under caution so that we can ask the questions and it's under oath and all of that sort of thing. But once you're done, you can go about the rest of your day.
Now that's all well and good, Dick. Look, we had book club. We've always had book club with her every Wednesday, so that's why we're here. Where, you know, you can ask all the people down at the pub. We always leave there and we always come down here. We came in as usual, door unlocked, because she just lets us in on a Wednesday night. And here we are. We found her. Well, they lot did. I called you lot because I don't like being around those bodies.
I don't expect you lads, but it's part of the process. You've got to understand. If we come round and we find an old lady with a bunch of young men hanging around in her house and she's stone cold dead, we got to ask the questions. Otherwise, people think we're stupid.
Oh, absolutely, Dick. Of course not. Of course.
Well, that's great for your cooperation. Thank you very much. If you come down to the station about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll just run through it all, nothing to worry about, and you can go about your day. Very, very sorry for your loss. She was a good lady.
Oh, thanks for that.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Indeed.
Great.
Oh,
well,
hey, by the way, orange juice is back in stock with the milk. Do you want some in the morning?
Oh, yeah, give us two, actually. We've got the lads down this weekend. They get through it like fucking Billy-O.
Oh, they're back. Oh, that's nice. Well, look, see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, cool. Now, you lot, sod off.
Shen, Larry, come on.
But I don't quite know what to do.
Oh, man.
I have returned as well after my 10 years.
Hey!
So, you are politely-ish ushered from the premises. It's... by the time all this has happened, it's a lot more faffing about it. We've skipped over. It's probably a bit after 9 o'clock. However, looking at the time, I think that's probably a good time for us to take a break, and we will pick up from there. So thank you all very much. See you in 5.
See you in a minute.
Welcome back.
Oi.
Heyo.
So, our, I'm going to air quote, heroes have had the unfortunate discovery that the much-loved Margaret Barron has died just prior to book club, when they were due to finish reading the current book club book, which she'd also picked. You'd all out of respect allowed her to choose the book. She was pretty good, fairly varied. You were caught off guard. Well, 3 of you were, by the Kama Sutra. But, it's been a great part of your life. It's given something to do, something to look forward to. And now that's gone. And that sticks with you as you head back, having been politely kind of asked to move on and politely but sternly asked to attend the police station in the morning just for a little bit further questioning. Head back.
Just a quick one, Keeper. Were any of the other guys, I don't know whether this was information they did get, was she already cold? Or was this recent? You were given that.
Oh,
she was cold.
We didn't get time. Yeah, we didn't get time, but she was cold.
Cold. Fine. That's it.
Anyway, so we'll cut to the next morning, where you are headed to the police station. Now, Little Tregor Police Station, again, let's revisit the 90s and all of our fond memories. It was it's a long, low building of about 2 stories, and it sits a bit back from the high street. It's between the Women's Institute and Summerfield Supermarket. It's red brick with those massive UPVC windows. These ones are made out of riot glass. And there's a load of blue railings that lead up to the entrance, and you can see through those windows into the reception area. The council doesn't have a lot of money. Nobody's got a lot of money, council least of all. So there are unkempt hedges and long grass growing along the front version around the outside edge of the building, to some extent obscuring some of the windows. You do note that the words "porky cunts" in black spray paint has been partially scrubbed from the brickwork. But not what you'd expect.
That was fucking Larry, dude. Fucking Larry.
The 90s, what a time to be alive.
Dude, Summerfields when... Oh, man, that warmed
When you
my
said
heart,
that,
dude.
I could fucking see the sign and everything. I can remember
literally.
standing in a car park looking at one.
This is going to be a fantastic nostalgia trip for anybody over the age of about 35 and utterly meaningless to anyone under the age of about 20.
There's an incredibly faded poster.
Woolworths.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to pick
Yeah,
it
get
up.
the
tonight.
big mix.
There is 100% of Woolworths on this high street, I promise you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Supplies from Woolworths.
what the fuck's going on with my hair? You arrive, you come in, reception desk, check yourself in. There's the duty sergeant who's sat there looking pretty fucking sullen. There's a row of those kind of like...
Nobody tells me nothing.
I don't know if anyone's ever been in a police station, but the weird sort of like you get at train stations, these are like metal rows of seats that are bolted to the wall, presumably so no one can throw them around. And there's this miserable looking bastard behind who you would all recognise because he is prone to turn up at the pub having had too many somewhere else and act like a complete twat, which is Sergeant Bill Nix. He's not very chatty. He checks you in and tells you to sit down and fucking shut up while you wait.
Do you want a food banana, Phil? I got some from Woolworths. Shrimp?
He just looks up and goes, "We'll put you away for a long time, Larry, whoever the fuck you are."
I'll take that as a no then.
He looks over at Tony and
Jolly
goes,
chap, innit?
That's the last time I put a fence up for you, you prick.
Is anyone else
Turgid?
nervous or confused about last night? What? I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling, I don't know, something was really not right. You know, I've never seen a body like that.
Forgive me, Shen. I didn't get that close. What? She was just dead, wasn't she? What happened?
Well, there was. I looked when I went home last night to my lovely cottage at the edge of town. I looked in through my medical books, and I've never ever seen an instance where someone's bones become rubbery, and in some cases like cartilage, solid, but they kind of have a little bit of give to them.
Jen, I'm sorry I asked. Ooh.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to. Sorry, I don't need us all to relive it.
Oi,
but
fucking half pint. Do you know what "shut the fuck up" means or not?
I don't appreciate that.
Do you know, Bill, you can be such a knobhead when you're hungover, you know.
Why don't you take it back to your fucking mate's lovely little cottage on the edge of town and stick it up his arse? I'm trying to read.
The Daily Sport is not reading material, Bill.
You see, you're preempting it.
Page 3 of the Sun.
The top of Fiesta's Readers' Wives.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh.
So,
Tone.
I'll be quiet.
Yeah, what?
What did you do with
the only other thing here that would be of note while you're waiting is that there's the door to what's obviously the superintendent's office that's been left kind of open. You've got a reasonable view into there. Everything else seems to be behind these kind of like double doors that lead down a corridor into the length of the building. Anyone who glanced in there would see that it's, pretty self-important. Large desk, armchair behind it, 2 shitty plastic chairs on the other side of it, filing cabinets, cupboards. There's a big cork board because he's a policeman, and it has got things pinned to it with bits of string tied together because otherwise you can't solve crimes. And it's obviously the thing that's pinned to it is a map of Little Tregor.
In answer to Henry's question, then I'll lean over to Henry. It's on my desk at home. I didn't want to bring it in.
No, that makes sense. When we're done here,
Yeah. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't look in any of it. Just the way you guys are talking, I just thought, oh God, this.
Yeah,
Tony,
I feel
we're
really
mates,
bad.
So I'm gonna give you this one nicely, but if you don't pipe down, I'm gonna nail your mate's balls to the desk.
No,
you know, Bill, last time I was in here was when my dad had an issue. You're a prick then, you're a prick now.
Henry.
He just stares at you,
Henry,
and there's the loud thud of a truncheon being put down on the inside of the reception desk. And then he picks his magazine back up, like full height, and kicks back.
Henry. And I'm going to point towards the superintendent's office, to the map on the wall. And I'm going to be like, I didn't bring my glasses. Is there... I don't know if maybe this could be connected to something. I don't know if they're investigating further things. I've heard some other weird things happening around, or at least conspiracies from folks. Well, mainly Barry, actually, now that I think about it. But
you asking me to sneak into the superintendent's office?
I'm asking you to maybe get a bit closer and have a look, but if don't sneak in, we will all I don't want my balls nailed to Larry's desks, because these are really well-made desks, and I'll gesture to desks that have a little metal name tag on it that says Larry Hughes, and I don't know, whatever your call sign is. Joinery, yeah, there we go, joinery, nice.
Oh, Larry.
What?
Come here. You got a really loud voice. Can you just distract this prick? And I'll see if I can have a quick shifties.
Oh, I can easily do that. I'm charming as shit. Bill, I noticed you're reading a Fiesta magazine there. Did I ever tell you about the time I had a Mark 1 escort?
The magazine
You know what,
shakes
pick the right person.
for a minute. And it just comes down, and Bill, Sergeant Nix looks and goes, "No, Larry, you did not tell me about your escort magazine. Do you happen to still own that magazine?"
Oh no, I meant I actually had a Mark 1 escort car, not a magazine with hookers in it. I think we've got cross wires there, my friend.
Fuck, are you wasting my time? Scene goes back up.
I was going to tell you about my Cosworth engine and everything.
With
Henry.
that distraction,
Henry.
can I try and just fucking slide down the corridor to have a
Yes, you
closer
can.
look?
Yes, you can.
Well, American do as an
one
escort is a
distraction
full
you can
car
have-
in the UK.
You can have a bonus dice due to the distraction and the fact that,
That's an extra
Still
10
the
dice,
thing.
isn't it?
yeah, pursuing his special interests.
Okay. And I'm assuming this is a stealth roll.
Yes.
Let's go.
That will be my stealth dog shit. I needed to get lower than a 20, and I got a 55.
Why the
I
fuck
would
are you
like to
doing
push
stealth?
that roll? Because Shen
yeah.
put me forward for it.
He's wearing
I'm gonna
fucking
push
Cuban
it.
heels as well, clippy clopping along the fucking floor.
So I imagine I sort of go to slide down the corridor, and actually my shoes are that shit that they just squeak for a moment. So then I do the typical, like, old shitty burglar film type thing where I literally walk down on my tiptoes doing this sort of movement. Do I still get the bonus die on a push roll?
Yeah, why not? Nearly
Okay.
Christmas.
I don't know. I did. Yeah, I was going to say I doubt I can help him on this.
It wasn't fucking worth it. Yeah, there's not even much point in me using any luck or anything. That's a 44, which, yeah, is.
Okay.
Can
Oh, no.
Tony, like, chip in here, noticing that people may be noticing him, just like, Henry, toilets the other way.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah. So actually, Henry, you notice that there's a water fountain attached to the wall not far from the door to the superintendent's office. So having kind of fucking bungled it, it would probably make sense that you would have decided to go, oh, I'm going to grab a drink of water and try and have a sneaky glimpse inside the office. So can you make me a spot hidden, but we're going to do this with a penalty die.
Shit.
Fingers crossed that it is a fucking, that symbol is in that bitch. Henry, lock the fuck in right now, dude. Lock the fuck in, Henry.
How much fucking water do you get on the fountain down your fucking top right now?
Literally, I think with a 78, I choke. God, that was rank.
It's hard water down here, my friend.
Can I go and help Henry, please?
Yes.
I just like pat him down and was like, sorry, Bill. Look at the fucking wall. Get back here. And I will like push Henry away. And can I have a quick look?
Yes,
I can stealth and or spot hidden, whichever you want.
I think there's enough of a distraction taking place that you could get just a straight spot hidden to have a look into the office.
Okay. So I've got to beat a 50. So
Come on, Dave.
Come on.
48. Fucking hell. Jesus, that's
48.
close.
God, I thought we were going to have to come back here
Henry
later.
with the perfect distraction.
So, there's a couple of things that you notice. There's on the map, and it definitely is of Little Tregor. There's a couple of areas that have been circled in red pen. They've got pins stuck in them. There's somewhere between probably 4 and 9 of them. It's other side of the room. You're having a quick scan around, so you're not so like. There's a few.
Okay.
The only other thing that you probably notice, there's a load of shit on the desk. There's one of those little wood and brass name plaques that says Superintendent Thomas Penrose. And there's a mug that is emblazoned with the coffee arm of the law, which I'm not going to make you roll a psychology check, does suggest that he is a humorless twat.
Sorry, what was his name? Penrose.
Superintendent Thomas Penrose.
Okay.
About this time, Constable Dick Lover and a different colleague come through the double doors and kind of it. All right there, boys. Thanks for coming down. Hope old Bill here hasn't talked your ear off.
Oh, he's been on one this morning, Dick, I tell you.
Yes.
Speaking
well,
of
how
dicks.
he's yes. He's a special one. Anyway, look lads, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put you in a room each, we're gonna have a bit of a chat. There's only like the two of us here doing it, so you're gonna have to wait for a while, some of yous. But we're gonna come up by this is Constable Anne Nark, she's gonna be working with me.
Fuck's sake.
We're we'll be round in good order, right? So, and just follow me. And he takes you in, and each of you gets put in a different little interview room. So, where do we start? Okay, cool. So, all of you, in many ways, have a very similar experience here. It's the 90s, so Constable Lover does the talking and Constable Nark does the note-taking. You're all asked the basics of any of these things. Do you understand that you're under oath? Blah, blah, blah. You sat there going through it. There's various bits and pieces on the table. So we're going to start with Tony. And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to ask everybody who's not being questioned to take their headphones off or otherwise mute things.
Ooh.
And we're just going to go through a couple of individual questions.
I love a headphone removal.
Thumbs up when you're all deaf. You won't do it because they can't hear me. That works, doesn't it? Matt's cheating.
Yeah.
That's a good to catch him out. So, Tony, you've been sat there. You're partway through the questioning. And a sheaf of papers that's been on the side of the table is just shifted slightly.
Okay.
Revealing an envelope addressed to Bude Police Station.
Okay.
Unstamped, and a book of stamps.
Righto.
So, Mr. Mills, we're nearly done now. Is there any information you have not shared so far that you think might be of interest to the authorities?
And this letter, I can only see that it's come from there. I can't see what it is.
No, it's addressed to there.
Addressed to there. Ah, okay. Fun. Then no. So ask your question again. Sorry, Keeper.
Is there any information that you have not shared so far that you think might be of interest to the authorities, Mr. Mills?
And this is after I have given the rough description of what happened during the night.
Yeah.
During the thing. Minus the fact that I have picked up the book.
Yep.
Well, no, just that it was just an horrible experience. Horrible. She will be greatly missed.
I'm very sure we all will miss her. That's why we're taking it so serious, you see. Don't just do this for anyone. But Margaret was important. Everybody loved her.
Yeah.
So, let's finish this up here, really. Just for my clarity. And with this, he pushes the book of stamps on top of the envelope. Are you aware that obstructing an investigation, or in fact sharing information discussed as part of said investigation, or spreading false information in relation to the matters of said investigation is a criminal offence, Mr. Mills?
I'm fully aware of that.
That's good. So we won't be having any problems with that now, then, will we?
None whatsoever.
That's good.
No.
You're good, Mad Tony. I'm very sorry we've had to be here doing this, but as I said, sometimes you have to do things properly.
No, I understand the properness of all the lists. But,
now, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to go and sit back out with my dear friend Bill. Try not to have too many laughs with him. And once you're all back out, we'll sign you out, give you all the final fucking rundown bit that we have to do, and then we can all crack on with our week, can't we?
Oh, yes. It's not a chance of me getting a cup of tea while I wait, just to calm me nerves?
Yes, I think that's probably fair. He looks over. Hey, Anne, go and get the man a cup of tea, would you? Yes, Richard, yes, yeah, I'll go and do that. So she kind of like beckons and takes you down the hallway, sits you down. She comes back a couple of minutes later with obviously a styrofoam cup full of shit tea.
Yeah. Very, very piss weak tea. Extremely hot. No taste to it whatsoever. Absolutely crap.
Semi-skimmed milk. Yeah, it's just like it's crap.
Absolutely, and he can also taste the fact that it's not the dairy. It's not from his dairy. It's he got this from Safeway, and he's fucking pissed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we will now move on. So if we phase back in, and we are going to go to. So, we're now going to switch over to Larry. So, if everyone else can again de-earphone, apologies, there's no better way of doing this.
Steve, give me the thumbs up when you're done.
Yeah, we'll do. So, Larry, you've been sat in there, been through the standard questioning. Kind of much for muchness. There's various bits and pieces on the table, glasses of water, a little like plastic pitcher of water. But there's also been this kind of wooden box that's been kept closed. And as you kind of come to this bit, your eyes been on it for the whole time, but it's not been mentioned. So Mr. Hughes, did you stand to gain in any way from the death of Margaret Barron?
That's a weird question. No, she was actually one of my best customers. Actually, I used to do odd jobs for her around the house. So actually, I'm at a loss now, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I see. And can you tell us about your relationship with Mr. Henry Press? Do you know him very well at all?
Well, we go to book club every week together. We drink in the pub beforehand. I lend him money every now and again. You know, when it's his round of the pub, I'll slip him a tenner. He's not the most affluent of fellows, but yeah, I consider him a friend.
I see. No, nothing, that you'd say was untoward about Mr. Press in any way.
Well, other than a shit flick of shoes, no, I don't think so.
Interesting. With that, he just reaches over with one hand and casually opens the wooden box. Your first reaction is, oh, that's a gun. Your second reaction is, that's quite an old gun.
Where did you get? That's like hundreds of years old. Where did you get that? That's quite a valuable antique.
This old thing? Why don't you tell me what you think it is then? I'd like to make a archaeology or similarly appropriate roll.
I bloody would, you know. Could I actually make a case for appraise?
Yes.
Oh, I rolled a 7, which is an extreme success. That's below a 5th.
Right, well, you know that this is an 1848 Colt London Hertford Dragoon revolver. There were only 700 of them made, and they frequently go for well over £10,000 in good condition. This one, there's two notable things about this one. One, it is in good condition. The other is it is loaded.
This is worth over £10,000. This is the most mint condition version of this gun I've ever seen in my life. I've only ever seen them on the telly.
Yeah, I thought you might appreciate seeing that.
Why is it loaded though?
lying around. Well, you never know, do you? Ne'er-do-wells.
Is it yours?
Not mine per se, but, keep it around. Call it a communal keepsake.
Would you mind maybe displaying it in my shop?
I'm afraid that we can't do that. No, it's worth much too much.
Yes, it's worth asking, isn't it?
Mint condition. Never
It's a
been
bit odd.
fired.
I don't think a gun's ever been fired in Trigor, has it?
Not yet. Anyway, if we can just get to the last question, Mr. Hughes,
Right.
and we can let you back out to wait for your friends in the lobby. So, do you think there's any reason that we shouldn't search your home, Mr. Hughes?
No, you can have a look wherever you want. I mean, it's absolutely full of scrap at the minute, but you're happy to have a look. It's my home / workshop / office / antique shop. So rummage around. I've got nothing to hide.
Antiques, yes. Officer Constable Knock writes something down at that. Okay, right. Well, Larry, thank you very much. If you'd like to go down and wait with, you've got one of your friends who's out waiting for you already. You've got all still congregate. We'll read you the riot act, as it were, after we come out when you're all done. Saves us doing it each.
Right.
Thank you for your cooperation. You can go now.
Oh, okay. And then he'll sort of get up a bit unsettled and leave the room because that did not go how he thought it would.
Go.
All right, Larry.
That was very odd, I must say.
Larry and Tony, you are back in the reception. Next up, the dice tells me that it is Shen.
Hello, officers.
So, you have been sat in this room for a while by the time that the two constables arrive. There's various bits and pieces on the table, plastic cups, little plastic pitcher of water, pile of bits of paper, some blank, pencils, that sort of thing. Not really an awful lot to entertain yourself with. They come in, they ask you an awful lot of really standard kind of the usual stuff. Who you are, what was going on, running through it. It's been going on for a while. And you're coming up to kind of the end of it. So, Mr. Shen, we've only got another couple of questions, and then we can let you go about your busy day. I understand you had. Sorry for interrupting that. When you arrived at the home of the deceased on the night in question, did anything strike you as unusual, out of place, or missing?
Well, the door was open, but that's not super unusual. Maybe usual for Margaret, but not others. Otherwise, no, it seemed like everything was in place as far as I could see it, though we were only there for a short time after we found the body.
Yes, I do recall. Why did you interfere with the remains of the deceased, Mr. Flownder?
I inspected the corpse to ensure that there was no need for immediate medical attention. See, though I don't practice still here, down here, I once was a professional, a medical professional of sorts, up in the East. So I was simply making sure that there was nothing that could be done immediately while we were waiting for the ambulance to come, things like chest compressions, anything along those kinds of lines.
Yes, I get the picture, Mr. Flownder. Thank you. I'm well aware of your past career. And with that, he moves aside some of the papers and really reveals an old edition of the Hammersmith and City Gazette that is open on the obituaries page. and one of the entries is circled. So, as I'm sure you understand, sometimes we hear some very nasty, unpleasant rumours. Doesn't do much for us, really. Stupid business, people just asking all these questions about who said what about who. It's a small town, not a lot goes on here anymore, so, people's imaginations run riot. However, when we are in circumstances such as these, we do need to follow them up to a degree. And therefore, I hope you understand the context of this question. But Mr. Flownder, were you having or have you previously ever had intimate sexual relations with Margaret Barrett?
Do my answers leave this room? Is this, would it go on file? Is this on the record?
Well, quite no. Obviously, we're, one of the points about the whole thing, right, is you've got to not, talk about what we've said. Oh, we've gone Irish. Been doing this a long time today.
Yes, me and Margaret were, seeing one another.
Dear God, man, that's fucking disgusting. You're half her age.
Here's the thing. It wasn't sexual in nature.
Right.
It was more emotional. We just really connected.
I think you should... I'm not supposed to do this, Mr. Flownder, but I think now would probably be a good time to stop talking.
Heard.
But noted. You fucking pervert. Right. Go and wait in the lobby with the others. You keep your hands to yourself that long.
Okay.
Cool. You are escorted by a tutting Constable Nark. He doesn't speak to you at all, just leaves you at the door and gestures kind of towards the others and then walks back up the corridor. You are met by Tony and Larry, who are both also sat there. Last up, Henry.
Just before we do that, I'm still going to let this go ahead, but I'm pretty sure that Tony and Larry would have a conversation whilst Shen and Henry come back, but I want to get through Henry's first.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cool. So, Henry, you've been sat in here for bloody ages. There's a plastic cup of water, there's a plastic jug full of water, there's bits of paper, pencils, nothing really of any note. You finally have the two constables come and meet you. They go through all of the usual stuff. You're under oath, confirm your name, your address, all of those sorts of things. And they're kind of clearly winding up. And Constable Lover stops for a moment. Henry, it was ever so sad how lonely your dad was when your mum died. But it's been really good to see him eventually find some solace, you know? Anyway, we're nearly done here. Just a couple more questions.
I'm not too sure what that's got to do with anything, but yeah, crack on.
You know, loneliness can drive people to some quite extreme behaviours sometimes. That's all I'm saying. Can you tell me about your relationship with Mr. Mills? Do you know him well?
Well, only through the club, really. That's about it. I don't really know many folks back home anymore. So I know he sort of works around town, but I've only ever seen him on a Wednesday night at book club.
All right, so casual acquaintance, nothing really no close bond between the two of you?
Not really. I wouldn't say I'm that close to anyone, to be honest.
Except your old dad. She's good, isn't it? Anyway.
Yeah.
Last one. So, Mr. Press, can you think of any reason why someone would have told us that you harboured ill will towards the deceased, such that you may have wished to harm them?
No.
Nobody at all?
No.
No reasons?
No.
So anybody that had said that, you would consider to be a liar, would you?
Yes, Margaret quite literally dragged me out of quite serious depression, so...
I see. I see. She did a good deed for many of us. She was very well loved, very active in the church, particularly of late.
Can't say I
Okay.
went to church very recently.
No, well, maybe you should.
Maybe.
Find salvation. Find your kin, you know?
I think I might be a bit past that, but anyway, what's this got to do
Nobody's
with...
past that,
her
lad.
death?
Anyway, that's not really part of the questioning. I don't want to be pushing any of my personal beliefs upon you, sir. It's a free country. Thank you for your time. Your friends are down in the hallway. I'll follow you down because we've got to do the last little bit of like wrap up where we just tell you not to go fucking blabbing around town while there's an investigation going on and so forth. So, come on, let's get a plod on. That's a policing joke.
That's all you want to ask?
Would you like it to be asked anything else?
Well, you're not going to ask about the scene, or...
No, we think we've got everything we need. Thank you very much. Come on.
Okay.
So he and Constable Nark kind of like flank you down the corridor, come through the double doors into the waiting group. And kind of without missing a beat, so as there is an active investigation, gentlemen, God, I've got to put my teeth in. I've been asking you guys questions for hours. I can barely talk. Went Irish a minute ago. It is expected of you all that you will not communicate any of the details about any of this to anyone until given further notice. And I thank you for not sharing what we discussed with each other or anyone else. There may be further questions we wish to ask, so please stay within the local area unless given express leave to do otherwise. Your time today has been appreciated, and I suggest that you lot stay out of trouble. Bill, you can let him go now. Book him out. See you later. Bye, Tone. He heads back in through the doors, and you're left there, and Bill's just like, all right, well, come on, fucking sign your names, piss off.
Alright. I don't know how much of the folks sort of caught that, how the rest of the guys, so we've basically been kicked out.
You've been kicked out, you've been sorry. I totally forgot to do the segue. So you've been given caution, told not to talk to other people, each other, stay in the immediate area, just keep your nose clean, basically.
So, whilst we're waiting for the rest of them to come out, I think Tony's there with his really shit cup of tea, and he didn't get enough of a look at the map in Penrose's office. Is Bill distracted enough for me, and I will, roll stealth to try and actually get into his office, into Penrose's office?
Bill is still buried in his literature, so you're welcome to try.
I will give it a go. Sorry for everyone listening to me trying to refix my mic then. Stealth roll. Beat a 40. With a... how the hell do I do this? 38 again. Fucking hell.
Nice.
Come on.
Nice.
Okay. So you actually... you hear what you think might be a soft snore coming from Sergeant Nix, and you're like, You sneak your way in. There's not a huge amount more to this than you'd already seen. But what you can do is get a little bit more detail about what you'd seen. There are 6 circles in red pen, rough circles in red pen.
Yep.
With coloured thumbtacks around them. They themselves form a rough circle or points of some kind of polygon that seems kind of broadly positioned around kind of the mid/coastal end of the high street.
Next to each of these circles, is there anything like a picture, a case note, or anything along the side? Nothing, just that.
Nothing at all. Around that, there was clearly some string on this at some point, like some thread, but it's come loose and it's just hanging down from the top of one of the topmost pins.
All right. And with the information that was, am I looking around and finding a copy of whatever I was on the desk when I was in the interview room?
No.
There isn't. Okay. Nothing from the place where Tony used to come from. Nothing noted from there at all.
Nothing at all. I won't make you roll because it would be unfair if you didn't get it. It would be serious. No. No, there is not.
There is nothing there.
From what you can tell, that was probably an individual copy.
Fine. Walks out very close. Gently closes the door so it doesn't make a latch noise, and then goes to sit down and waits for Larry to come back out.
Cool. Yep.
And we get kicked out, I assume.
Yeah, you are booted out. I completely fucked up the timelines. It wasn't the following morning. It was the Friday morning. So it's now... It took a while, probably 3 o'clock-ish on the Friday afternoon. A lot of people around here don't work, or they have part-time work. They knock about. But it's a Friday, so people are sort of starting to filter towards the pub. You're only a few minutes walk away from the Lighthouse Keeper's Respite. If you were so inclined to head up that way, you know that a lot of things in town are starting to close.
Gentlemen, I suggest we don't all walk in that direction, but I could bloody well use a pint. So perhaps we don't all walk there together. That would be a bit untoward, considering, well, I assume that you've been all told the same as me, and that's not to talk about what the fuck just happened. I'm going to wander home, and I'm going to, for no obvious reason, grab something, Henry. And then I think that I could use a drink.
I don't have a clue what just went on there. That was the weirdest experience in my life.
How about, Larry...
Bad interview.
Guys, how about we don't fucking talk about it right here?
Oh yeah, the window
How
is
about...
open.
Henry is looking at Tony with a lot more suspicion than last time.
How about we all go to the pub our separate ways?
All right.
I should probably go check in on Dad first anyway, so yeah. Sure.
Right, Henry? Okay.
I don't know how to do evasive manoeuvres. Do I just walk in a random direction? My
Larry,
house is...
just go to the pub.
Larry, you can go to the pub. The rest of us, Chen, go to your practice. Whatever. I don't know. See you all there.
Pickleball practice isn't till Sunday, but I'll head.
Pickleball isn't invented until 2016.
I'm gonna go to the tennis practice I was going to because apparently I'm rich.
Apparently they're out of balls.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll get the usual round in for us all. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Larry. Cranberry juice.
I don't want to take the piss, Larry, but I'll take a double shot of whatever whiskey they've got.
Right.
Tony's going to walk off in a different direction back to his home. He's going to grab the book. and then head towards the pub.
Cool.
Henry will go and check in on his dad.
You get home. He's not in. There's a note, as he would usually have left. He's fucked off to the pub as well, but he's gone down to the proper old boys one down near the harbour. Not unusual.
Yep.
Shen will go to the local park, which is just like a plot of grass, kind of in the center of the village, kind of thing. And there's a particular bench that him and Margaret used to sit on, and he'll just go sit on the bench.
Is it dedicated to her husband?
It is dedicated to her husband.
Fucking burn!
And spicy.
And I kind of want to look up Steve at just like the night sky and kind of be like,
At 3 o'clock.
It is dark
why?
at 3 o'clock.
Is it 3?
Yeah,
Sorry, I thought you meant 3 a.m.
It's
My
November.
bad. My bad.
Oh, man. That was not a vigorous 15-hour questioning. You're all right. It's 3 in the afternoon.
Okay, I'll just look up to the rainy kind of clouded sky, rain kind of falling on my face, and I'll just be like, why? Like, why me again? And I think as he closes his eyes, he'll just see this flash in his mind to a body on a gurney laid out, covered in a sheet, a hand kind of poking out the bottom of the sheet with kind of red fingernails, and he'll just kind of shake his head and come back to in the park, and then get up and start making his way towards the pub as well.
Shen's
Cool.
a serial killer.
So,
As I enter the pub, is it the kind of place where word would have got around, or is it like, and I walk in and everybody looks at me weird, or is it nobody else knows, which is why we've been told to keep it stum by the coppers?
no, the word's got around. Like, Margaret was really popular. Right? She'd lost her husband. She'd also lost her daughter many years before, and she was one of those people who'd kind of converted all of that sadness and loneliness into just giving to the world. She'd focused on making other people happy, bringing people together, trying to prevent other people from being lonely. So she really was well loved. And in fact, as you walk in and up to the bar, Barry's there. Hello. Evening, Larry. Sad news about Margaret. We all loved her.
I know that's the only reason you had Chardonnay behind the bar, is because she liked it. Nobody else drinks that shite. She was
Well, yeah.
she was a good lady. A good lady.
She was. I remember when my mum went, funny thing, grief. Like, it's not like you're told it's going to be. Like, you're made to expect. It's just this feeling of, like, sad. But it's not. It's, like, sharp and hot and muted and distant. And, like, it's like if sadness got angry. But it's got this, like, hum and a buzz to it as well. Like, the whole world's too bright and won't stop moving. I remember that. It was like a big bell had tolled for the last time, and the vibrations were echoing out. And by the time I got to burying my mum, I was exhausted from being rattled around by it all. I was thinking, I want to talk to her one last time. But I didn't have the energy. I didn't even know what I'd say. But then when we were lowering into the ground, I mean, I don't know, it was an open casket, obviously, because of, the way she went. But she looked peaceful nonetheless, and they'd managed to cover it up fairly well. Tasteful, like. But
I remember that. Yeah, they did a good job of that, Barry. They did a good job.
well, I mean, it was right in there. And it, like, what are you going to do? It's going to all be saggy if you take it out, so just left it be. But she looked peaceful for all of that, and I realised there and then there was only one thing I could say, really. Thanks, Mum. Thanks. Anyway.
I don't even think I'm at that stage yet, Barry. I'm just in a state of befuddlement, if I'm honest with you. I don't really know what's going on. Maybe I'm still in the shock mode, but
He reaches across and pats you on the shoulder and goes, "You're not alone in missing her. She was a good lady. We all did love her, and it does get easier. But you know,
I mean,
in Margaret's name, these ones is on the house.
I
If
mean,
you want some foods too, we'll put in a bit on later on, just for, you know.
yeah. Some sausage rolls and some vol au vents might be a nice touch. She did love those.
Yeah, I heard she was
it's weird, you know.
fond of a vol au vent. Any kind of really small sausage, actually.
I think. Speaking of Shen, he'll be here soon. Actually, he'll be here soon.
I'm not even in the pub and I'm taking shots.
Is it bad of me that I feel like I'm grieving two ways? Not only was she my one of my closest friends, which is odd to say because the young guy, relatively young, who's friends with an old lady seems a bit weird, but what started as my greatest source of income actually was then outweighed by the fact that she was one of my closest confidants, mentors, shoulders to cry on. Like she and genuine business advice because she's read loads of books. She'd read one on business for dummies. She told me how to get started with my antiquing business. I owe her a lot, really, and her husband.
Oh, you set your business up off the back of how to learn business for dummies?
Well, her and her husband JB, he gave me my first go. He gave me my first handyman job. I said handyman job.
I was going a very different
job.
way. That sentence was.
Yeah. So he was.
Well, that's why the chair was
gave me
positioned that way.
He gave me my first break actually. So I owed that family a lot.
Well, the one thing you can be glad of is she's going to take your confidential secrets to the grave. And she'll stick to that. Weird death
You need
like
my
that.
confidential secrets.
You
I
know,
know.
you said
Well,
she was your
I treated her like a
confidant.
priest sometimes, and I did a little bit of a confession. But confidential
But did
secrets
she
is a
touch
bit of
you?
a what?
You said that she was like a priest.
Oh no, not one of those priests. No, not like the ones you see on. Not one of those panorama priests. No.
Oh, right. I was going to say, you can't go around smearing the bloody name of her like that.
No,
This
I meant.
Jesus Christ,
I
man.
did confide in her every now and again, but I haven't got any deep dark secrets or anything like that. I'm just a boring old carpenter come antique scrap diver.
That you are, Larry, but you know, you own it. Good man. And he pushes the drinks across the table.
And then I'll pick up
I think
if-
one of them. I'll turn around to the pub and just go, "For Margaret," and then sit it off.
I think if I may,
walk
Henry will have, because he doesn't live too far away from the pub anyway, but he'll come in and walk up to the bar, but over here, Barry talking about his mum, and immediately turns around and goes, find a table.
Cool. Okay. So I think where we are,
I'll join
you'll
as
kind
well.
of start filtering over to the table.
Yeah.
We're coming in one by one.
Barry.
Some of you soggier than others.
I got two of everything, save us having to go back up.
Oh, fuck
good
for
idea.
that.
Tony,
First
you're
whiskey's gone.
What Shen doesn't know is I've put vodka in his cranberry juice.
Tony, you're looking
it's got a-
looking quite pale there.
You're Tony.
Henry,
He's talking to himself in the third person. He's gone mental.
Fucking hell, Tony, how many of them you had?
not enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
So-
just weird day. Go on, keeper.
You settle up. It's pretty busy. There's lots of chatting. So let's say Tony's the last to arrive out of the group of you. Slightly conscious of time. What would you like to do gathered here today?
I want a cheeky shufties at the butt.
Yeah? Alright. Well, I will allow you to choose who out of the group decides to do this check. And on the assumption that you're probably all nosy as fuck, I know I would be, I will allow it to be made with a bonus dice.
What type of check are we doing?
I would allow for library use is probably near enough. It's a fuck.
Okay, I have
Already.
60%.
Seven.
I'm
I've got
really good
70
at
in
library
that.
use.
Larry,
Oh, yeah, hang on. No. Henry beats me.
Henry?
I've only got 60.
Yeah?
Henry got
Henry's
70.
gonna
Did you say?
I've got a 70 in library use. So yeah.
Then yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking over, but yeah, Tony will definitely pass it to Henry.
Do you feel like the police were trying to get us to snitch on each other or something? They were asking me really weird questions.
Oh, I got accused of something that I'm not happy with at all. I will be filing a report at some point because they did not let me explain.
I got shown a book of stamps.
What?
What?
I got shown an antique rifle, antique gun even.
I look around. Does anyone notice? Like, does anyone twitch at the book of stamps?
No.
I don't even know what check I'd make for that. Fucking go with intelligence.
Did Margaret collect stamps?
No, actually go with psychology.
Psychology. Where's that?
In your head.
Is that one of the ones that starts with P? Okay,
Yeah,
it is.
hopefully it's
Jesus
not in any
Christ.
sort of alphabetical order. Because,
No, that's fine. That's fine. The search works well. Oh man, guys, can I?
You can push it.
I was going to
What
say,
did you roll and what score do you need to beat?
that's what I was just going to say. 11, and I need to meet a 10.
Oh, use a luck
Holy
point.
shit!
Oh, we'll use a luck
you
point.
Use a luck point.
Right. Where are they on the list?
Left-hand side,
corner,
right at the top,
right-hand side.
vital statistics.
Just press
And you
minus.
just click the minus button. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Right, fantastic. So meet it at 10.
No, nobody. Very pointedly, nobody reacts whatsoever, other than beyond why the fuck's he talking about stamps.
Cool. And just to fourth wall it, Tony also has no idea about them, correct?
No idea about the stamps.
Yeah.
They're stamps. There
Fine.
was an envelope.
Yeah. And again, so you're fine. Okay, that's fine.
So he's asking you about stamps. He showed me an antique pistol, which, to be fair, was worth over £10,000. And then he was asking me lots of questions about you, Henry, which I thought was
That's
odd.
weird because I got asked questions about Tony, but I'm gonna come. Hang on a minute.
I
I rolled a 64,
64.
and I needed to get under 70, so I just succeeded.
Right bit.
So you
My
got two
roll's
things.
dog shit.
Inside the cover is a small library docket
Oh.
stamped Little Tregore Mining Museum Private Collection.
Oh.
And below this is the withdrawal card, which it looks fairly new. There are only two names on the withdrawal card. One is M. Barron, which is the most recent withdrawal.
Margaret.
It shows that she took it out about 3 months
Margaret.
ago. The other's a little bit smudged, but appears to be T. Penrose, who had the book for about 6 weeks a couple of years ago.
There we go.
Yes.
Checking that damn cop was worth it. Fuck that
Yeah.
guy.
Okay.
The other thing,
So
is
I'll put a
on-
pin in that for a second. Oh, I love it.
Owlbear Rodeo.
Oh.
So, I'm happy to read this unless one of you would like to.
Do you want me to read it as soon as I've discovered it?
Yeah, you go for it. Why not?
Oh, thanks, Danny. Thanks.
Danny.
Thanks very much. I love you too.
I'll lean in
for those who don't
close to
know,
the
Dave hates
table.
reading publicly. That's why I said it, because I'm a cunt.
I'll lean into the table and just be like, this is a bit fucking weird. Here, just lean in close. I know it's pretty
Hold on
noisy in
there.
there, but
There's all sorts of shit about the southwest, southern Wales, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. This is under the bit around Little Tregore.
oh, fuck, I don't want to read about Wales. Nobody gives a shit about them sheet shaggers. Anyway, here.
It's my family.
The wind-swept and sodden coastline to the south of the Isle of Vigil is unwelcoming and inhospitable. Despite this inclemency, the area is rich in earth and unusually amenable to the explicable whim of sheep. Theme here, drawing man to have settled here in some modest and reluctant degree, whereby he tolerates the elements in exchange for the ready comforts of swift trade and lightened labour. Readily available deposits of slate and accessible surface quartz may have drawn the first Neolithic populations, with suggestions of stone exports to the wider region. However, whether they stayed for the abundant grazing opportunities for the shepherds and their wards, or the permeability of the vale and the whispers which crossed thereover, is now a matter of speculation. We're going to roll back to that bit in a minute.
Good.
No, it doesn't. This makes all the more interesting the effort involved in the apparent transport of granite from as far northeast as Dartmoor and as far southwest as Land's End. The still present standing stones which become of such importance to the... I'm going to murder this bit of Gaelic here, which is Breda Gwilis Asgyn, and their peculiar set of beliefs are evidence enough that from the very earliest days the area has been understood to be important, and presumably for the same reasons as those the Brethren so particularly evangelized in the lost text known amongst the more learned corners of the occult community as the Binding of Bone. There is an anecdote of unknown veracity but profound interest, of which it would be meritorious to relay at this juncture. In the process of researching this volume, your humble and modest author did happen upon a sailor in Her Majesty's Royal Navy, recently returned from Labuan? There he did claim to have witnessed profane rites practiced by local savages, wherein ritual desecration and consumption of man's flesh was, although forbade by law, altogether too common, and to which a blind eye were turned. Of greatest relevance is the translation this man claimed to have received from local guides, which was that the foul rituals were considered red divine commitment by a group known as Envoys of the Bound Flesh Prisoner of Bone. The geographical and cultural vastness between the two places seem, to my mind, to give no small credence to the proposition of a shared source capable of traversing or perhaps circumventing such distances of body and mind betwixt wild Labuan and a sliver of coast upon Her Majesty's green shores. What the fuck was she reading?
Well, it's lovely light reading, isn't it?
I don't even know what some of them words mean.
Anybody know any Gaelic? I think that's Gaelic.
It's nice to have words in there that are spelt weird for Matt to try and pronounce. It's a bit of payback.
Yeah, it really is. Such a prick.
The thing that's resonating with Tony, and he goes, the Binding of Bone.
Yeah, that's the bit I cottoned on as well.
Yeah.
Are we talking like
That
some
and
weird...
this Prisoner of
What's
Bone
this
bit.
What's this veil as well of whispers and things?
Every time it talked about stone coming from, was it granite being transported or something, I kept thinking of Stonehenge. I know it's not granite, so shut up. What is it?
No,
I don't know. Maybe
it
it
talks
is.
here. Look, no, because it talks here about the standing stones.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Wait. This also said it came originally from the mining library, the mining museum, the Museum of Miners, the I don't
Private
fucking know
collection,
what you would
yeah.
label this thing.
Yeah, because you'd be mining the slate, wouldn't you?
Why
You
didn't
got the
we?
surface granite.
Surely someone there knows something more of what we're talking about, because I've not heard of any of this stuff before. Even from Barry, the conspiracy theorist over there, and I'll gesture to Barry at the bar.
Also, why on earth is
Tony,
the
what was the name of
superintendent interested in this book?
Literally beat me to it. That was his name. It was a superintendent, wasn't it? One of those
yeah, it
weird
was
constables.
Thomas Penrose.
Well, it talks here about weird rituals and that. Maybe is there like a cult or something? And maybe that's why Penrose was investigating it, because there was some shady stuff going on down the mines before they closed.
Well, who are the Brethren?
That sounds like some religious fanatics, doesn't it?
I mean, I guess we could go to the church. Maybe they'll know, but it seems like it's so obscure. It's mostly about geology and geography, actually. And then along with
Anybody
weird
know Luke
occult
where?
things.
Do we know
Was
where
Jay-
Labuan is, or Labuan?
Not a clue. Never heard of it. I
In
didn't even know
any
much
of
about
the knowledge, any of the readings that Tony's done about transportation. Has it spoken about that at all as an area nearby? He's a lover of maps, navigation, and transportation.
Well, on maps, what would we go skill-wise for geography here? Because I thought there actually was a geography skill, but there doesn't appear to be. So,
another library use if you want to, or
There's
navigate. But I suppose navigate is
navigate.
actually navigating.
navigate or natural science, I think. Natural world are probably both reasonable.
I'm not even gonna bother check. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna check natural world. So navigate because I've got a
Is there a
70
history
in that.
one? That'd also work. Sorry, you got a what?
A 70 in navigate,
Okay, yeah.
and I fucking failed. So can I?
By how much?
Yeah, I'm on 82 to 70. Can I use 12 luck? But
Or you can push the roll.
What it was? Push the roll. Sorry.
You go
So
again.
you get to try
You roll
again,
again.
but if you fuck up, then the results might be worse.
Okay. Do I tick anything off to push the roll?
No.
I'll try again. I'll push the roll. Bastard. Right, so now I can use luck because I'm on 72
Yeah, cool.
So 2 points
Okay.
of luck then, if you
to hit 70. Yeah. There we go.
So you're kind of like... You've heard the word, and you're sitting there kind of racking your brain. It's not local. And actually, it's not really in use that much anymore. It was at one point, you're like just on the verge of giving up. You're like, shit. It was at one point one of the kind of principalities, small nations / kind of like semi-tribal areas of what now makes up Malaysia.
Would have been much more of his unusual reading of like different navigations throughout the world, which he's interested, but much less so than local stuff. But that's why it took him a while to twig it.
Actually, quite possibly in the important modes of transport book that you had read,
Okay, yeah.
because it was an area that was under the control of the Royal Navy for a period during the peak of the Empire, and it had a reasonably major port there. So if they were talking about ships of the line and things like that, could well have been mentioned as the sort of place that they would have operated and travelled with, spice routes and all that.
And you said it was what would now be called Malaysia, or parts of.
But it's part of what is now Malaysia.
Yeah. Guys, that's the other side of the world. That's in part of what we'd call Malaysia now. And I think, because I remember reading it, Royal Navy was sort of docked there, or kind of... They had an outpost there.
So what does this all mean?
Well, did the Navy used to use the port here for anything? And maybe they brought some old stuff across, or we used to take stuff from our mines over there. Why would Margaret care? Was JB a miner? Was JB a miner back in the day before he died?
I'm not going to make you test on that. Yes, he was.
Very nice.
If you want to make some sort of history adjacent check, you might get a little more information.
Aye. Come on, a 31, which is below half for my history.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So not only was John a miner for some time, he was a very well-respected miner, and he died in the accident in the early 80s because he was one of the last people down the mines decommissioning them to make them safe before they were sealed.
Maybe Margaret was looking into the mines because that's how JB died. Trying to make them safe before they closed them off. So maybe looking into the mines and the closure of them, maybe trying to get some belated justice for her husband, maybe. She stumbled across a rabbit hole that she couldn't help but go down.
Oh, I wonder if Penrose was interested in helping with, as you say, maybe there was some
Like
some
an inquiry,
evidence.
almost.
Inquiry, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I look back? You said it was like a long time ago that Penrose.
About 2 years.
2 years, which is a long time after JB died.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he died in 82, so 15 years ago.
And this is an old book? Like, been in the library a while?
Yeah. So, I mean, this, at a guess, was probably written sometime in the first half of the 20th century.
Okay.
Maybe late 19th, but...
Fine. Okay.
Maybe, right? Because JB was bloody good at his job. And maybe Margaret couldn't accept the fact that he fucked up. And that's why he died. So maybe she's trying to find a reason why it wasn't his fault. Maybe there was something down there that he shouldn't have found.
Wait.
I've just realised I've spent far too long in London as well, and that's not Welsh, is it? It's Cornish.
Make me a language check.
Shit.
She also, if you remember, had on her calendar, Larry, that she was going to go meet JB. What if that had something to do with the mines? You know, like go meet, you know, like you said, meet someone there at JB or something like that.
Well, if he was buried in a mine collapse, that's where his body's going to be, isn't it?
Maybe she's been visiting his death site?
On the language check, I'm assuming you mean other language and not own language English.
I do indeed.
If I don't crit this, I'm fucked.
No pressure.
I got a 16, which is not bad, but I needed a 1.
That's not a bad effort, though, is it?
Not bad, mate.
That's the best roll I've had all night, but yeah. Or maybe it is Welsh, I don't know.
Well, what I'll give you from that, you're very, very near, right? You live in Cornwall. You're not sure it is Cornish, but you don't know what it is.
No, that's...
Cornish adjacent.
Well, I don't know. But anyway, I'm digress. Anyway, who said they were getting questioned about me? And
I
why?
did. He was asking me questions about you. I don't know why.
Yeah, but Henry, you said you were being questioned about me.
Yeah.
Maybe they were all questioning us about each other to see if we'd all tell the same story and try and bat each other out.
Because they were asking
I
me
didn't
why
get any questions about you
Tony
guys.
might have a reason to do Maggie in.
I didn't. What's this?
Well, I know you didn't. You was in the pub with us, you fool.
Well, yeah. Well, that's crazy. Why are they asking you? They didn't ask me that anything.
He was just
What'd they
asking me
ask about
generally if I felt off about you and like whether I was suspicious of you, which was odd, which then made me suspicious of him asking the question.
I know I've not been around much, but fuck.
Listen, fellas, I've got a little bit of a past, but I mean, nothing like this. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, you're not capable of something like this, Tone. No way.
I mean, you've got a
So,
past.
we will leave it as you continue back and forth for several hours. Barry is unusually generous. They are not all three, but every other round. Leaving you all reasonably well oiled as you make your separate ways home. Can everybody please roll me a D8?
Oh, didn't have
The only
that
one I didn't get out. There with.
Which one do I choose?
I don't know if it's good or bad. I rolled an 8.
3.
2.
2 as well.
You all get home and fall asleep. Larry,
Oh no.
you have some very vivid dreams. You've got home. You've gone to bed. Dozed off. Pissed enough that the room's not quite spinning, but you're feeling wobbly. And you doze off. And in your subconscious somewhere while you sleep, and the rest of the town sleeps, you're back on the landing in Margaret's house. Your hand, you find yourself already reaching for the bathroom door, slightly ajar, knowing what you're going to find. Only you don't. As you push it open this time, Margaret's not there. Instead, there's a softly glowing outline scratched into the wood of the floor. There's a sickly greenish light that forms the same outline as the shape you saw before. But this time, there's more. You're kind of mesmerized. You feel yourself moving towards the source of the light. The air smells of brine, and you can hear the not-so-distant crash of waves breaking on a rocky shore. You're by the coast, but you're inland. This sounds like it's almost outside the window. The glow starts to intensify, and you get closer. You kneel, almost transfixed, trying to get a clearer look at this etching. It wasn't clear what it was before, but it is now. You can see the idea of the rest of the carving. No longer unfinished, you can see a lighthouse atop an island. But the lighthouse seems to continue through the island, beyond the seabed, not as an image, but as an idea. You just have a sense that it just keeps going. And the green light seems to originate from the apex of this lighthouse. You reach out to feel the furrows, and you feel the splinters, and you start to trace its outline, and you're suddenly standing on the summit of the lighthouse itself, looking back towards the shore, facing the piece of cliff that the town rises up along. You start feeling like you're kind of zooming in from there, but before you can make any details, your attention is snapped away. You become aware of a noise behind you. There's a dull thump, followed by a dragging sound. It comes from beyond the door, towards the stairs. Transfixed as you are, you have enough awareness to stand, moving away, trying to take in every detail, back in the room suddenly. Step backwards, struggling to break your gaze, and you kind of collide with the door frame. At the same time as that happens, that same thump scrape, slightly arrhythmic. The green of the carving is brighter and brighter, and you start having to look away. And as you do, you see her. Margaret, naked, boneless, flopping one clammy arm forward and then pulling herself towards it. Her skin's translucent, her form very rubbery, way more so than you'd seen before. And her limbs are like these kind of pseudopods almost. They flop out and seem to like attach like something foul from the deep. She doesn't speak, but she does let out this wet, guttural gasp, her head kind of like dragging back under her torso as if her body's this like rising, rolling tide moving towards you. All the while, the glow is getting brighter and brighter. It's unbearable. You're having to look away. You're closing your eyes, squinting so that you're not blinded by it. Just about making out her glistening form as it slumps along the landing, barely 6 foot from you. The crash of waves and the stink of the sea fills your head as your other senses take over. You feel your way along the wall, almost like vertigo now kicking in. You're closing the gap to what could only be a couple of feet, and you take a leap, a blind leap of faith towards where you know the top of the stairs and the way out must be. You clear her form, and you hear this frustrated gurgle as you kind of like leap over her, but you misjudge the distance. and your leading foot catches the top of the stair. There's a hot burst in your ankle that tells you you're not going to take your weight on that, and you feel the barrage of collisions as you tumble down the stairs. As you open your eyes, it's dark. You've got a sense that time has passed, but without you, and you have no idea how long. Your head feels like it's been cracked with a hammer. Every limb hurts, and you're sure that you must have broken at least one. But there's another sensation. A strange kind of weight on your legs, and a coldness. And your memory comes flooding back as this thing heaves itself up onto your chest, accompanied by this kind of wet thwack. Margaret. Her fleshy and now very obviously semi-liquefied form is on top of you, gurgling. You feel another surge of torsion through her as she swings a flaccid limb until she's up over you, staring at you sideways from a watery, distorted eye. You start to scream. You try to form a cry for help. And as you do, there's another pulse of effort that flows through her, and her head twists, and her slimy, formless mouth closes around yours, cutting you short as a tide of thick, churning sludge spills in from her. It floods into your nostrils, and it makes you gag, and then you gasp. And as you gasp, you pull her limp, slick tongue into your mouth, where it flutters loosely in this rank torrent that spills down your throat. Salt and rot and deep ocean beds lined with ancient rancid silt, waiting and alive, calling you and awaiting a response. The last thing you feel before you once again lose consciousness is the damp slap of a hand as it clasps onto your cheek, and the tip of what you can only now think of as this kind of fleshy, kelpy, nailless finger seeks out the corner of your eye, and you feel the pressure building until there's this release, and it pops and writhes behind and beyond, and you wake up. I'd like a SAN roll, please.
Fuck it. For me or my character, because I am fucking traumatized. Oh, fucking hell, Steve. I'm going to clap that because that was fucking sensational.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know what? I'm that traumatized. I forgot to do a SAN roll.
The sanity roll is just a D10 again, and it's based on your current sanity score. Oh, sorry, D100.
4.
Cool.
Wow.
Cool. So you
extreme
take
success.
Yeah. So I'm going to go. You halve that and halve that again. So you take 1 sanity as you wake up screaming, bathed in cold sweat, and we will pick up again next week.
Holy
Thank you all.
shit.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
And we can now
Steve.
unpick that.
Jesus.
Talk about
I
ending
believe-
with a bang.
Most of us on Malt and Magic Unrolled.
Indeed.
Thank you very much, everyone.
My hat is fluttering.
Damn.
See you next week, everyone.
See ya.